Welcome to Pacific's Weekend Wrap-Up. 8 of Pacific's teams were in action this weekend. Let's get right to the highlights. Women's soccer got a huge win Friday in Moraga, defeating conference rival St. Mary's. Pacific took the 1-0 win in overtime. This victory marked the first ever West Coast Conference win for the Tigers. Pacific made an excellent effort to hold off the Gales and triumph over them, as they lost a player in the 76th minute to a red card. A few minutes into the overtime period, Maricela Padilla beat the goalkeeper to clinch the win. This isn't the first time Padilla has scored an overtime game winner in Moraga. Last year, she also sealed the deal for the Tigers against St. Mary's, scoring a game winner in overtime for the 3-2 win. Pacific wants to keep the momentum rolling, and they will have this chance at home this Friday at 7 p.m. against San Francisco. Women's volleyball had an eventful week at the Spanos Center, competing in 2 matches in 3 days. Thursday night, Pacific lost a tight one, 3-2, hosting Pepperdine. Despite the loss, the team got outstanding performances from Anne-Sophie Bauer, Jillian Howard, and Lexi Ellman. Bauer kept up her recent string of success with a season-best 17 kills in the day. Howard recorded a career-high 10 blocks, which is the first time this feat has been accomplished by a UOP player in over a decade. And Ellman had her second straight game with 20-plus digs, recording 23. The Tigers got a much-needed win Saturday night, defeating LMU 3-1. Pacific was bolstered by the play of senior Megan Birch, who came off the bench late in the third set and finished the match recording a team-high 12 kills. The Tigers will look to sustain the success heading to Santa Clara this Thursday night, competing in the conference match of the week. Women's tennis was active this weekend at the St. Mary's Invitational in Moraga. Pacific started this weekend on Friday with some success as Hannah Ridorova, Regina Suarez, and Cristina Sainz de Beruga advanced to round 2 with singles wins. Ridorova recorded a 6-2, 6-3 win. Suarez won 6-4, 6-4, and Sainz de Beruga dominated 6-0, 6-0. The Tigers recorded 6 total wins on Saturday, led by Junior Ridorova, who won 6-2, 6-4, to advance to the semifinals. Pacific also got wins from Iveta Masarova, Cristiana Ferrari, Regina Suarez, and Frances Dean. Freshman Frances Dean had some success on Sunday, winning 6-0, 6-0. Head coach Charlotte Scatliff was pleased with her team, mentioning that the team gained necessary experience and will look to improve this week. Men's tennis had 2 of its members in action this weekend at the Battle of the Bay Classic. Miguel Diaz and Sem Verbeek competed both individually and as a doubles team. In the first round of singles on Friday, Miguel Diaz won 6-0, 5-7, 7-5, as Verbeek had a first round bye. Verbeek came up with a victory in the second round, winning 6-2, 4-6, 7-6. As a doubles team, Diaz and Verbeek defeated Cal 8-6. Diaz and Verbeek continued their double success Saturday, defeating a Stanford team 8-6, advancing to the semifinals and ultimately losing there. Head coach Redondo was satisfied with his young players, stating, "I am pleased with the victories over Cal and Stanford." Men's tennis will look to have another successful weekend at the ITA Regionals beginning this Friday. Men's water polo took third in the prestigious SoCal tournament this weekend in Irvine. Pacific went 3-1 on the weekend, defeating 3 teams ranked in the top 15 in the country. UOP started the weekend on Saturday with a victory over number 14 ranked Santa Clara, 14-4. The Tigers got contributions all around in this one with goals from 9 different players. Saturday afternoon they beat number 6 Santa Barbara 10-8, led by goalkeeper Alex Malkus, who tallied 13 saves. Pacific fell 10-6 in the semifinals Sunday morning to eventual SoCal tournament champion USC, but was able to rebound later that day for a big win against number 4 Stanford, 11-10. Junior Alex Aubert had 2 clutch goals late in the fourth to give the Tigers the win. The Tigers will get another crack at number 1 USC on November 2nd when Pacific hosts the Trojans at Kelson Pool. Golf finished 10th at the Rod Myers Invitational. Eric Sugimoto had the best score of the weekend for the team, finishing at +5, which placed him tied for 28th overall. Cross country took 6th this weekend at the SF State Invitational. Mia Nipper paced the Tigers in the 6K race with a time of 23:40. It was a positive weekend for the team as 3 Tigers, Dale Dong, Jessica Guerrera, and Michaela Todd, all set personal records. Pacific is hoping to set some more personal records next Saturday at the Bronco Invite. Field hockey was busy this weekend in Iowa. Emily Tregoning played well for the Tigers, scoring in both games. On Saturday, they took on Indiana in Iowa, losing 4-1. Pacific's lone goal came from Tregoning in the 47th minute. Sunday afternoon, UOP took on Iowa, dropping that match 7-2. Pacific's goals were scored by Emily Tregoning and Kylie Morrison. Morrison's goal was the first of her young career. Pacific's next match is a home match Friday in Berkeley against UC Davis. Next weekend is another packed weekend for Pacific Athletics, with women's soccer at home and Friday night's Midnight Mania opening the men's and women's basketball seasons. And remember, if you can't make it out to support your Tigers in person, be sure to catch them on Pacific Tigers TV right here on PacificTigers.com.